sign on the dotted line. Can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up.
The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Cleveland. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
7 yards there and a first down. The Browns had 8-5 to start play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it again with Chubb, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Here's Watson. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game, and I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember earlier in the year, with the Ravens winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
And that's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his left. His throw incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are bitter tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's exactly what defense about you got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
The best offensive lines I know, they hang together and they don't really make a distinction. The right side of this offensive line, they may ask for a raise after that one because without them, that first down doesn't happen.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting it to him early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
We're scoreless after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. Fights through it. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Chuck Clark. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. He's got it at the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. They're now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. first down. They'll run with Chubb. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
6 yards left on second down.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It was Justin Houston who got him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Jackson looking to throw on third.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 3 yards remain for second down.
Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Jackson will throw again.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
I don't care what level of football you play. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along, and hope someone would come.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game. To try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now Chubb running right. And he's got room. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 20.
138 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now the throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Open man is due. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 174 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
We talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on that defensive side of the ball.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units. And they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Uses the stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. But give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This could be the turning point. Hey, Alfred, what?
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
No time now.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is now 24. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Jackson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, partner, because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in. 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Handoff comes to Chubb. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. If I took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get this sense.